And hello, welcome to the stream. We're going to be playing Terraforming Mars, the game from Fricks Games, which is absolutely excellent. It's one of my favorite engine building games, and the implementation that Asmodee Digital did on Terraforming's digital version is very good, and I really like it. So today we're going to have some Twitch integrations. If we have any Twitch chat, sometimes this Monday at noon sometimes doesn't work out all that well, but we'll see if we can get any people in and help me out. I will put up a Twitch poll, and I'll show you what that looks like in just a second when I go over to the game. So let's jump into the game and see what we have. All right, so this is Terraforming Mars, the board game. And so we have a solo challenge, and that's what we're going to be doing today. And I have, let's see here, pull up a Twitch poll here. Twitch polls like this will pop up above my head like this, and I'll have options for the chat to do. All you have to do is put 1, 2, 3, or if I provide more options, there you go. But I will put that out every once in a while to have Twitch chat integrate into the game. So I'll create some choices, and then you can participate. And again, if you're just joining in, I stream live normally around noon on weekdays, so definitely come in and join. Hello, Catherine. Welcome. So we will be trying out this game, and again, if you're unfamiliar, I will teach you as we play. And it's a fairly straightforward game once you get past the learning curve, but hopefully with my help, you can do this pretty well. I actually like this game so much that I made a personal copy myself. I created I redid every single card in graphic design, and I've played it a lot with my wife. My wife and I love this game. So let's jump into a solo version. And now we get to choose between these corporations. Corporations give you special abilities, and they start with various things that let you do what you can. We need to we have to terraform Mars completely within 14 generations. This game happens over rounds, and each round is a generation of humans. So if you think about it, it's like you to your parents is one generation. So it's around 20 to 30 years worth of time in between these rounds. So it's a decent chunk of change. So we have two options here. We have Terractor, which is an Earth-based faction. You start with a ton of money, and also any cards with a tag that says Earth, and I'll explain what tags are in a second. They cost 3 less for us. So it basically makes them at cost, which is, again, once we get into the game, I'll explain how things work, but it makes Earth things very easy, but that's pretty much all that it does. ThorGate is an energy-focused corporation, and they are focused generally on energy. You start with energy production, and also anything with an energy tag costs 3 less. For the purposes of a learning game, I think I'm going to go with ThorGate just because I can show you how good energy is, just for the sake of this. So anyway, so we can buy up to 10 cards. So we start with 48 money. Any cards that we buy cost 3 money. Think about these like patents, and we are trying to buy these patents so that we can use them on Mars. So these are the 10 cards that we have. We can buy as many as we want. If we wanted to, we could buy all 10. That would cost us 30 money. The cost that we need to actually, so this is just like the rights to them. We don't actually have them available to us until we actually do the thing. So you can see the color of these cards. There are 3 different types of colors. We have red, we have green, and we have blue. The red are one-time use abilities, and you get everything that you want from these things, but then it's done. So like I'd get 1 terraforming rating, I get 4 plants, 4 microbes, and 2 animals, and that's it. I'd be done. This gets us a terraforming rating, which is good. This is points, but for the solo play, not as useful. We need to really accelerate getting a bunch of our stuff. So we are focused on energy because we're really good at energy. Anything with an energy tag is cheaper for us. That's just what ThorGate does. So when playing a power card or the standard project power plant, I'll explain what that is in a second, I pay 3 money less for it. So this would actually be 15 instead. So total 18 because I have to buy it for 3. So we're going to definitely buy this because it's worth a point for us as well. What is this? This is when an ocean tile is played, get 2 plants. I mean, this will help us get plants. If we have a ton of plants, then that allows us to get greeneries. Greeneries allow us to increase oxygen. In this game, you're trying to get 3 things to the maximum. We need oxygen all the way up to 18%. We need temperature up to, 6 degrees? No, 8 degrees Celsius, something like that. We have to get temperature up to a specific point, and we also need to put out, I think, 8 or 9 oceans. I forget exactly the number, but we have to do all 3 of those things before, in the course of 14 rounds. We have 14 rounds to win the game. So, this, like right here, this lets us increase the temperature by one space, which is I think like 2 degrees, but we have to go up a certain number of temperature, and this will help us do that. This also gets us a ton of plants if we can. It increases our plant production by 1, or if we have 3 plant tags, it moves us up by 4, which would really let us get our oxygen done. That's a possibility. So the thing is, many cards have this restriction. Like, we can only build this when it's less than -12 Celsius. So we have to be careful about when we're playing this. Like, this is something we could play pretty early with relatively low. Actually, this is a really good card. I think I need to buy this card. And let's see what the rest of the cards over here are. Do we have any plants? We do not have plants. That's a little bit dangerous. All right. So going back over here, we do have this, and it requires 2 science tags. So if we want to actually build this, we need to have 2 science tags before we do. So that means that building this is not a bad idea. And aquifer pumping. This will let us buy oceans super easy. This is not a bad idea. Yeah, I think this is what we're going to do. We're going to buy this one as well. Because again, like, this will let us buy oceans for only 8 money. I think the basic cost is 18. So it makes us, if we're going to focus on just money production, like, this will let us buy, just straight up, buy a bunch of water, buy a bunch of oceans for Mars. So that means that we're buying 4 cards at the cost of 12 money. We can buy this fairly early. Ooh, and this actually is good because whenever a ocean tile is placed, it gets us two plants immediately, which is just good. Yes, and anytime we play a science card, which is something that we will need to do, we'll just get a neutral. We'll just get this immediately. So I think this is good. We do start with 1 power tag, so if something refers to, like, oh, you need certain power tags, we do have them already. So none of these do, though. Yeah, I think this is good. This just gets us money whenever we build cities, and I don't think we're going to focus on cities all that much. I think we're just going to try to win the game. Okay, we're going to do this. All right, so here is Maz. All right. So we can play cards, and I think we can just play this card right now because we want it out because it lets us discard and redraw. Oh, including this one, you can discard a card from your hand and draw another. I don't know if I want to do that yet. I have to discard and then draw. That's the problem. And I don't really have cards that I want to get rid of right now, so we probably want to, like, slow roll this one. We can probably play this one out pretty safely. so that we can get our ocean building pretty quickly. So let's just build this right now. Yes. And that gets us a plant. If we get 8 plants, we can put out a greenery. That's one thing that we can do. Energy lets us... That didn't produce energy. Oh, energy is only produced at the end. So you can see the production value above here. That's how much stuff we're going to get every round. So we're going to get 1 energy at the beginning of the next round. And rounds are when we pass. We have to pass entirely. Like pass, taking no actions. So anytime that an ocean tile is placed, we get 2 plants. And anytime that we play an energy tag, it costs us 3 less. One thing that we could do, we have a ton of extra money here. We could go and go to a standard project and get energy. Just start buying energy here. Aquifer, we don't want to start doing until we can buy our aquifer pumping. Wait, why can't we just buy this now? Oh, I can. Let's just do this now. Yeah. Done. Okay, so that's... Now we have 6 money left. So we're not going to have enough power to start going here, but we're going to get money at the beginning of next round, and the amount that we're going to get is equal to this number up here. So you can see that this is 14. We're at 14 terraforming rating, so we'll get 14 money at the start of next round, putting us at 20. We can't play any more cards, so I think we have to pass now. Okay, hold on. Can we do anything else? I don't think we can do anything else. No. I don't think we can do anything else this round. Okay, so, yes. All right, so, round 2. So at the beginning of every round, we also get cards that we get to see and buy up to... We can buy these cards if we want to. So, Security Fleet is not good in the solo unless we're trying to get points. This lets you spend a titanium resource, which is this resource down here, and we can add 1 fighter to this card. And it's just a special action that you could do on your turn, and you get 1 point per fighter. And honestly, not super great. This is... we have to have at least -12 centigrade, and right now we're at -30, so we need to get up to this point before we can even consider playing this card. But it gets us 2 money production additional on top of the 14 that we have here. So that's possible that we could do. This means that we go down in energy production, but we go up in heat production, and it only costs us 6. That's not bad. We're looking... Oh, man, we're also looking for science. So look at this. This requires 5 science tags, and we just get 4 points. This is points. Again, like these are not great cards for winning the game. Remember, the things that we need to do is we need to build 9 oceans. We need to get oxygen all the way up to 14, and we need to get temperature all the way up to 8 degrees Celsius. So that means that we need to build greeneries to increase oxygen, because when you build a greenery, you get oxygen, and you do that by getting 8 plants. Temperature you raise by spending 8 heat. That's this thing down here at the bottom. I think you can see my... Pretty sure you can see my stuff here. All right, so I'm going to just... here, let's hide a poll. We're going to put a thing up here. And I'm going to put up... the possibility is that we might want carbonate processing. It's possible. But I'm also inclined to just save the money, because remember, anytime we buy cards, it's 4 money. So what do we want to do here? What card? I think, if anything, we're only going to buy 1. And we obviously do not want Security Fleet nor Interstellar Colony Ship, because they're not great. So I'm going to do Eos Chasma or carbonate processing, or nothing. And that's what we're going to do. So let's put up there. So now you can vote. You can vote above, you can see the poll right above my head, which card you want. If you want the Eos Chasma National Park, because eventually we can get, again, we have to increase the temperature significantly. We're not going to play this until later in the game. Or we could go with carbonate processing, just increasing our heat production. We're going to take a hit to our energy, but it's pretty easy for us to get our energy back. But these are options that we have. So go ahead and vote in the chat above as to what thing we want to do. And 1000 Young, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for joining us. Feel free to vote on what you think we might want. Again, Eos Chasma, carbonate processing, or just passing on here and saving the money. Because again, it costs us 3 money to buy any card. All right. And again, we have no science. We're not getting any science. We really need one more science card so we can start buying our oceans. We just need the oceans. All right. So Catherine wants the Eos Chasma National Park. It does get us a leaf, and it gets us an animal if we need it. We need to find an animal card. I don't really know if animals are super useful in the solo version. If you have no clue, that's fine. Again, if you're unfamiliar with the game, we need to get oceans. So oceans are, you can buy using standard projects, or certain cards will just let you put out oceans. Temperature is bought via heat, right here, this heat resource here. So if we buy this card, we can build it and make this one energy production into 3 heat production. So you can see that this is bordered by a little brown thing right here. That means that it increases the brown production. It's like per turn. All right, so Catherine wants us to buy an Eos Chasma. So we can get this and just go for later. So that's what we'll do. All right. So this turn, we could only buy Mars University, and I don't know if I want to do that yet. Again, it gets us 1 science, but like I think it's better for us to start actually terraforming a little bit. And we can terraform fairly easy using these things here. We could increase our asteroid increase our temperature by like launching an asteroid at Mars, which is fun. But we could also just get 2 power plants and start producing a bunch of energy. So I'm going to put it to you. What to do? Buy 2 power plants, or do we want to throw an asteroid? So these, I'm only going to do these 2 options, but this is what it is. So if we do an asteroid, that means that we increase the temperature by 1, which also increases our passive income by 1 as well. So power plants, another thing that power plants do is they increase our energy production, which then goes into energy. It becomes energy. Any energy that we don't use at the end of a round becomes heat. So we either use the energy this turn, or it becomes something else. And it looks like we've got a bunch of people saying that we just want to throw an asteroid. I guess if I say throw an asteroid, that's what's going to happen. So let's throw an asteroid, and yep, we're going to just throw an asteroid, increasing temperature by 1. Okay? So we've basically launched an asteroid there. Okay. Now, we have only 3 money left, so we can't do much now. Again, we don't have an ocean coming down yet. We really need to find science cards so that we can... No. Oh, I didn't get the... Oh, I do have the ocean one. No, this is... I didn't buy the ocean card that let us put cheaper oceans out. Or did I? Actions. Oh, I did. Okay, so if we have 8 money, we can also put an ocean down. That's good to know. Okay. And if we buy an ocean that way, we also get 2 leaves. So that's something we're gonna do for the next couple times. No, 1000 Young, definitely just lurking to your highest pleasure. Everyone else that just joined us, we're playing Terraforming Mars. if you're unfamiliar with the game, I will explain my reasoning and why I want to do things, and I'll throw a poll up, and then you can vote live. And if you're joining in from in a past tense on YouTube, you can join in live noon on most weekdays. All right, so we'll finish the poll, we'll hide the poll, and that's what we did. So that's all that we can do this turn. We only have 3 money right now, so we really can't do much. Yes. All right. So again, 1 energy became 1 heat. We get 15 extra money because we have 15 terraforming rating. And we're on generation 3. All right, okay. I immediately see this. This is great. This lets us get an I can't think. Oh my gosh. Science. We need science. So I'm absolutely buying that one. Because, again, I want to be able to get this so that we can really jumpstart our energy production. All right. And do we want anything else? This is super expensive, but it gets us... I don't know if this is really going to be useful. It gives us 5 extra money production per turn, but it would take 6 rounds for us to recoup that cost. Actually, probably more than that. It would take us 7 rounds to... And we only have 14 rounds, so... it would only make us a little bit of money, even if we did save up our money to buy that. So, not super useful for us to buy this one. We do not have plant production. So see how it says minus plant production to get 4 extra here? That's not super useful for us because we don't have plant production. We could go into this lowering our money production to get 1 extra, but I don't think that's going to be super useful. Even with our ability. Our special ability means that anything with an energy tag costs 3 less, but this only costs 1, so it doesn't really matter. So I definitely want this, and I think that's the only one I want to buy. Yes. All right. So, playing cards. I think... Honestly, I might want to... I'm going to... Because this is, I think we might need to, no, there is no hand limit, Catherine. There is no hand limit. So Eos Chasma, I don't know is actually going to be super useful for us because we're not going to get much value from the animals. So I think it might be best to actually, to buy this, replacing Eos Chasma, because then next turn we can buy Artificial Photosynthesis to really get our energy production going. So that we can start really ramping up the heat production, because the heat takes the most steps, so we really want a lot of heat being generated. So the more energy that we can do, the better it's going to be. So I think we're going to play this card. We're going to use this, yes. Okay. And yeah, we need energy, because energy will let us get more heat eventually. So there we go. So now we have 3 energy production per turn. And we have 3 of those. Okay, I think that's what we're going to do this turn, and we're going to pass. Okay. All right, so let's go into the next one. And again, welcome to all the new viewers. Thank you very much for tuning in. Round 4 out of 14. So, again, anything that this would let us get points for... This lets us place a whole panel, no, not a panel, a square, a hexagon. We can place a hexagon on Mars, and when you place a hexagon on Mars, you can place it on any one of these spots and get the thing that's on there. So like this would let us get 2 extra bonus cards if we place it here. So I'm really hoping that we can get, oh, you know what? That might actually not be a bad idea. Placing an ocean right here would let us get 2 bonus cards right away, which we can then discard to Mars University, which is not a bad idea. How can I buy this? How can I play this? Oh, no, this is just game state. Okay. So, Noctis City. That lets us put a city out. Cities are a big point generation for Terraforming Mars. That's pretty much all they do. They get points based on how many greeneries are adjacent to them. So Noctis City is also a special one because it always goes in one spot in Noctis City. You can only place that card, the hexagon, in this spot right here, and nothing else can go here actually. So it's a special. This is a special card. Zeppelins, we get 1 energy for every city placed onto the board, which is okay. Ooh, but standard technology. Oh, this might be something that we need to buy. The reason for that is, number one, well, we get this, which might actually be more useful. And all standard projects are much cheaper. So what that means is that these are all basically -3. So now power plants would only be 5 money for us, which is absurd. Ooh, I really like that. Okay, so we're gonna buy this. Yep. Okay, so we have a couple options here. So if we buy this, we'd have 9 money left, which would let us buy a it would let us buy 1 power plant. Dang it, we're 1 off. Ah, dang it. Another one here is you can sell a patent for 1 money. Basically, for every card you discard, you can get 1 money. So we could sacrifice Eos Chasma. We bought it earlier, but we could like rescind that a little bit so that we could buy 2 energy production this turn, like ramping up our heat production. That's not a bad idea. So let's put it to a poll. What to do? So the options that we have is buy this. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is, for sure, we're going to use this right now. Yes. Okay, so now standard projects are super cheap for us. Keep in mind, it's a refund, so you have to have the full amount of money to do this, but then you get money back. So this would cost us 8 money, but then we get 3 back. So essentially it costs us 5. So if we had 18 money, we could do this, but there we go. So the other option is that we do have an action to be able to buy an ocean right now. So do we buy an ocean or do we ramp up energy production? So I'm going to put that to the viewers. Go ahead and vote right now. Do we buy an ocean right now? Basically getting us a ton of energy production right now. It would also, don't forget that if we buy an ocean, we get 1 extra money production per turn. So we'd actually be getting 16 money next turn. Anytime you increase any one of the values here, so oxygen, temperature, or ocean, we increase our money production by 1 as well. So there's that. All right. Let me know if the sound levels are good too. I'm just being able to, I can't really hear the total, making sure, I want to make sure that the game volume is good versus my voice. So let me know if anything needs to be altered. All right. So I think we're going to buy an ocean. So we go to actions and we're going to use this. Yep. And I want to be able to put an ocean right here, getting us 2 cards. Okay. And because an ocean went down, they got us 2 plants too. So don't forget that that is also a thing. So oceans are really good to do. What cards did we get? We got, a free plantation. Nice. Okay. And that just requires 2 science tags. And do we have that? Look at that, we do. Nice. So tags are basically what cards we have available to us, what we've already built. So that's a really good thing. And what is the other one? We got methane from Titan. So we need at least 2 oxygen, but then if we pay 28, we can get 2 heat production and 2 plant production, which is not bad. And it's a space tag card, which is something I should explain. So if there's a space tag, if we get titanium, we can reduce the cost of space tags by 3 for every titanium tag we use, resource we use. And likewise, this building tag, if we have the steel resource down here, which is this is the steel, it reduces it by 2 by spending steel. So if we get steel, it makes buildings cheaper. And if we get titanium, it makes space things cheaper. So those are the options there. I do not think we have anything else that we can do this round, unfortunately. So I think we're going to pass and move on to the next round. Again, you can see that we're getting a ton of extra energy per turn, which is good. We get a bunch of extra money. And we're on round 5. All right. So, wow. Giant space mirror, just 3 extra energy. Not bad. Power grid. So this means that increase your energy production by 1 step for each power tag you have, including this one. So the tags that we have right now, we don't have a lot of power tags right now. And we only have the one here that we're going to build. Ugh. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, hello. We might need to buy this one. We can, once per turn, we can turn any amount of energy into money. And if we're going high energy, like that's just, it turns all of our energy into money. Ooh, this is a very good one. Like, I like this one. I really wish we'd gotten this a little bit later in the round. I wish we'd gotten this, like, next turn. But we only have 17 money, and we really need to get our money going. So I like, this is just infrastructure for us. So I think this is definitely the realm we need to move into. Yeah. Okay. We're just going to buy that one. Yep. All right. So what options do we have? We're getting more and more kind of going here. So we need to be able to... We do have 2 science tag. We just don't have enough money yet to buy these things. So I think this is the best one to do right now. Yeah. Let's buy this right now. So use. And then, okay. Because now we have 13 money, but technically if we want to, we could have 3 more. So we could have 16 money and we could buy straight up a plantation. Or we could get 3 extra energy, which increase... Oh my gosh, yes, this is absolutely what we're doing. This is absolutely what we're doing. Okay, so actions. We're gonna use this, and yep, we want to get all of our energy. We want more money. We always want more money. And now we have 16 money, and now we can just buy tectonic stress power, which gets us 3 extra energy production. So now we're getting 6 energy per turn, which means essentially 6 extra energy money per turn with this special action that we have. I do not think we can do anything else, though, this turn. All right. This is... I don't know if we're going to win this game, but at least you can kind of see the flow of my thinking here, so we can get an idea of what things to do next. All right. So, wow, these are a lot of one-time use abilities. Invention contests means that we can look at the top card. So keep in mind that we have to purchase this card for 3 money and then pay for it with 2 extra money. So it's it's a very card, because it would cost us 5 money to look at the 3 cards and then get 1 card. Yeah, I don't think that's very useful. Investment loan, we lose 1 energy production to get 10 money, but at the cost of 5. So essentially, we get 5 money. Again, and we're also down one energy production. So if we need 5 extra money this turn, like, this is good. Because as long as we offset it with, like, getting an extra terraforming rating, like, that's fine. But I don't know if that's super useful. Points. Man. So this is terraforming rating. The terraforming rating is this score up here in the upper left. It's our score at the end of the game. So it offsets. It's basically 2 extra money per turn. So with 8 rounds left, I don't think it's actually useful to do. What is this? 2 points per science tag, and we have to pay 6 energy to get it. If we were playing against another person, like, this would be just broken, but because we're just trying to survive and try to win the game, by terraforming the entire thing, we haven't even put out a single oxygen yet. So, like, I don't think any of these are super useful. So I'm going to say none, and it saves us our money so we can actually play other cards. Okay, so let's look at the actions here. So we have the ability to get 6 extra money. I think that's just better. So I'm just going to do this now. Get all of our money here so that we can have 23 money this turn. Okay, so now we have some options. We have quite a few options. So let's consider what these options are and put it to a poll. Thank you for joining in, everyone. So getting extra power plants is for 8 money is not ideal. Ideally, we'd like to make this a little... Actually, it's only 5 money. I never want to use this thing here because we have an action that is so much better. This is probably not bad. If we can use this every round, we should, because we need to put out 9 of them, and there are not very many rounds left. So I think this is a must-do. So we are doing an ocean. Okay. So we have 15 money left. So we have a couple options. So, okay. One thing also is when you place out a tile, if it's adjacent to an ocean already, you get 2 money back. So that's another option. We could... Okay, we already have money for this. We have money for this. So we don't need extra money. So it's probably better for us to use... to put this down where it's actually going to help us out. So we could get steel. We could get titanium. Are these going to help at all with these things? Yes. If we get steel, it'll help us build this card. It'll be cheaper to produce this because every steel used, again, this is this resource here, reduces the cost of this building by 2. So that is something that we should consider. So the ocean that we're going to place it down is right here. There we go. All right. And remember, whenever we put out an ocean, we get 2 plants. Okay, so we have 15 money left. We could buy 2 power plants. We could get 1 asteroid. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do this. Two power plants. We could do 1 asteroid. Or we could use a plantation. Get plantation. Okay. So those are the options. Go ahead right now in the chat. Vote on which one you'd like to do. I just realized that the border on this is a little tight, so I'll have to tidy up this border a little bit. Here, let's do this a little bit. Oh, that's not what I wanted. What do I want to do? There we go. Make this a little bit smaller. There we go. There we go. That's a little better. Okay. So, it looks like we're going to do a plantation. That's good. That's good. So finish pull, hide pull. There we go. So we're going to do plantation. Use, yes. All right. So, again, when you place your first tile, you can place it anywhere, but from there you have to place adjacent to other things. So I could build out here. So plantations always have to be placed adjacent, or greeneries have to be placed adjacent to where you currently are. Cities are the exception to that. You can place a city anywhere you want on the board, which allows you to basically extend what is available to you. Let's see here. It might be good. I could place here, get 2 extra money because I'm placing adjacent to an ocean, and also get 2 steel, effectively making... Yes, this is a good idea. Okay, so we get 2 money for placing adjacent to an ocean. And also, we raised oxygen by 1 because we put down plants. And now, because we have steel, we have 4 steel, this becomes free for us. So we might as well play this right now. So we can use all 4 of these, and now it's free for us to play. Okay? And now, we can discard one of these cards. And I think it's probably going to be this one. 28 money is way too much for what it gets us here. So I feel like without titanium production, it's just not going to be useful. So I'm going to discard this one. But then we get a new card back. And let's see what we get. We got Lichen. So this lets us get plants. So when we move up 2 more heat production, we can just get a pretty cheap plant production. So we can start getting our plant production going, which lets us increase the oxygen. Keep in mind that every 8 plants that we have, that's 1 greenery tile for free. So that's good. We can always just buy a greenery if we need to for 23 money, but that's really expensive for us to do. All right. We have 2 money, and I don't think we have anything else that we can do. So let's go ahead and pass. Okay. All right. So we have 20 money this turn, plus the money that we have from energy production, which is good. Okay. Okay, so this means that for every Jupiter tag that we have, we get 1 terraforming rating. This includes this one, so and this is a one-time. Green cards are one-time things. Blue cards are potentially more. Like they have an ability on it. That's where my actions come from. Blue cards. You can see the blue right there. All right, so just for the sake of we need to get our stuff going here. Oh, I can't do that action until I finish this thing here. Let's look at Large Convoy. It gets us 2 cards. It lets us add an ocean and get up to 5 plants. But it's super expensive. And keep in mind that this is actually 3 more. It's 39 because we have to buy the patent itself. We already have a plant that lets us do this. That's not bad. Man, these are super expensive. Okay, so remember, things cost money. If we want to buy these things, we have to buy it for 3. So I'm going to put it to the chat, and I think we can only buy 1 thing. And really, I think the only thing that actually makes sense is adapted Lichen, or not, buy nothing, save money. Okay, so go ahead in the chat right now. You can vote for which option you'd like. I think adapted Lichen is the best one that we could do right now. The other ones are just too expensive to consider right now because we don't really have infrastructure yet. Starting with only 14 money generation is really, really low, so we have to plan around that. All right. Anyone else that wants to join in, please just type 1 or 2 in chat, and it'll come right up, adding your vote to the support. All right, I think we're gonna just finish the poll, and we're just gonna ignore this draw. So getting nothing. All right. So now, actions. Okay, we might want to try to save 3 energy so that it becomes heat next turn. So hold on, not yet. Okay, remember we do want to build more oceans. Like if we can use this, we should. So we definitely should do this. 8 money, and that goes into probably plants, right? Yeah. Yeah, let's do plants. There we go. It gets us 2 plants. Also, remember, anytime that we build any one of these things, so an ocean, raise oxygen, or raise temperature, we get an extra terraforming rating, which is 1 more money. Okay. So anytime we get past this, when we get to this point, we earn 1 heat energy. So this is just 1 heat. We get 1 heat thing. This means that when we get to this point in here, we get one free temperature raise, and when we get to here, it's 1 free ocean. So that's what those things are. I got it. Message. Just want to make sure that I'm paying attention. Okay. All right. Let's see here. We got 12 money left. Oh, hello. Look at this. Oh, I forgot. When we put out an ocean, we get 2 extra plants. Oh, this lets us put down a free plant. Remember, we have 8 plants, so let's go ahead and convert this to a greenery. Nice. Okay, and as before, what I said, we can only place adjacent to where we already are, so this is kind of a downside. Right now, obviously, I don't really want to go here, so I'm going to do this, and it does get us 1 steel, so that's good too. Okay. And also it increases oxygen, which gets us 1 extra terraforming rating. So you see, like, all of these pieces fit together in a really nice little mechanics. Once you've played it a couple times, it just feels so good. All right, what cards do we have? Again, we can't do this yet. It requires us to have at least -12 or -24. So to buy Lichen, we need to raise temperature by 2 spaces. So turning in 3. So again, our actions that we have here, I'm going to turn in 3 to get 3 money. So now we have 17 money here. Okay. Okay, we've got 3 power tags now, so that's actually not bad. So we have 17 money. Do we want to raise heat production here this turn? Okay, again, I'm going to... What to do? Do we raise temperature once, also raise money production, or do we save money? Not doing anything. So basically, are we just going to pass? So again, go to the poll, vote using your keypad, put in 1 or 2. If we want to raise temp, that means we do get 1 extra money for next turn at the cost of spending 14 minus 3, 11. So it would cost us 11 money right now. The reason why it costs us 3 less is because we do have this standard projects. We get 3 money back whenever we do that. So that's useful for us. Okay. So go ahead and vote if you are in chat. Give it a few more seconds. All right, close the poll. So it looks like we're going to raise temp once. All right. So let's go to standard projects and just use an asteroid. Bring in an asteroid. So we raised temperature. If we get 1 more temperature raise, which we will next turn, keep in mind that there's 3 energy that's going to become heat, and every 8 heat that we have, we can raise temperature. So it's this back and forth that lets us do these things. All right. So let's jump into the next round. So we'll pass here. Yep. All right. 27 money this turn, so we definitely have a good amount of stuff here. But we're also halfway through the game. But half the fun of this game is building your engine and seeing it go off. So like we're just beginning to see this. All right, bushes lets us get extra plants. Ooh, okay. So this one, we get 3 microbes on this card, and then we can either put every round we can either put a microbe on here, or we can spend 3 microbes, getting us a terraforming rating. So it's essentially going to get us 2 extra money over the course of the game. Probably not useful. This one gets us an extra city, so it gets us more spots that we can place stuff. But at the cost of 21 money. Keep in mind, we have to buy this card. If we want this card, we have to buy it for 3 money. So it's essentially 21 money. And then we lose 2 energy production and get 2 of these. That's maybe. And then Space Elevator gets us 2 points, which is lets us spend steel if we had it. And then get 5 money. And then we also get titanium production. But, man, this late in the game, I don't know if this is super useful. If anything, I think we should buy bushes, but I'm also okay with not buying anything. So do we buy bushes or do nothing? Go ahead, vote in the polls. Vote in the polls. Go to the polls. Go to the polls. Vote. Vote, vote, vote. I get the feeling that Catherine is always going to just go with buying plants. Plants are good. Plants are good. And they will definitely help us accelerate our O2 production, which is good. Greeneries are always good. Also, greeneries are just straight up points for the end game. All right, looks like we're going to just do that. We're going to buy that. Okay. So, because we have heat, I'm just going to go ahead and increase the temperature to negative 24. And it gets us 1... Ooh, heat production? I didn't realize that was production. Oh. I've been playing this wrong. Interesting. Okay. So, we got 24 money. Now we can buy the plants, and that's just a common sense thing. We definitely need to do that. We want to get the production going on this. Actions wise, let's go ahead and buy our ocean. Come on, let's go. And we can put the one right, I think probably best right here. Yep. Gets us 2 money back as well, don't forget. Anytime you place adjacent to an ocean, if you put anything adjacent to an ocean, that's 2 extra money. So that's good to know. We have 11 money left. We can't buy these things yet because we don't have these. We actually could have up to 17 money. So... we could just try to increase more heat. It might be good for us to just buy heat now. Turning, I don't know, making 6 heat. Remember, this energy becomes heat if we don't spend it. So we could either get energy, turn energy into money, or we could just let it become heat. These are some very difficult options. Or we could buy a couple power plants for 5. It's not super useful. I mean, I don't know. Having power plants, if we get 2 more of these power plants, which we could do. That would get us 8 energy production per turn. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to buy 2 power plants. And then we need to... Yep, we need to do the action where we transfer this. Yes. We're going to get 2 more money so that we can... Come on, let me do it. Let me do it. There we go. Yes. We're going to do that. So now we have 8 energy production. So that will let us, basically, if we just keep this standard, it's going to produce us, if we don't spend any energy, we just automatically get 1 more heat generation every turn. Like we bump up the heat once per turn. All right, so I think we're going to pass now. Okay. Alrighty. So you can see that we're starting to really get a ton of stuff here. So you can see that we have 5 energy production. All right, so what do we got here? I think this is a little bit too late to get to. Oh, man. I wish we'd gotten this so much earlier. So this would let us spend 7 to get 1 steel production. That would have been so useful. But... although we could buy this strictly to open up our... we can place this adjacent to a city tile, so that lets us break the adjacency rule. So we could place it like right here and then start building greeneries around here so that we can get tons of money because we're placing adjacent to oceans. Oh, these are options. All right. Where's all the energy cards? Like, this is ridiculous. I don't think any of these are worth buying right now. Like, we need to just get these going. We need to buy these as soon as possible. Especially this one. We need to buy this one. We need to get all the way up to here. Okay. If anything, we should buy Industrial Center. So again, let's what to do. Buy Industrial Center. Or do nothing. Go ahead and vote. Vote in the polls. Vote in the polls. What would you like to do? Do nothing. All right, wait a little bit. Seems like everyone else is just lurking right now, so I think we'll just finish the poll and do nothing. All right. Yes. So again, we're trying to focus on raising our temperature here. If we could, it might be good to... I'm just thinking in terms of like placing out a greenery right now. Or just doing this a couple times, like raising temperature a couple times, because like that's the hardest thing that we're going to be focusing on for a little bit. It might be good just to do this. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to buy an ocean. Oh, and I can use a steel to reduce this cost. So 6 money. And then we'll place here, getting 2 money back, and also 2 plants, which lets us place a greenery. Nice. Okay. We're definitely doing this. And let's just, again, I'm trying to extend down to here so that we can build along this ocean. Because the more, if we place here, we get 4 money because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 money. So anytime you place an adjacent to an ocean, plus 2. All right. Catherine, you don't worry about blame. Like I am making these decisions just as much as you are. So I wouldn't put it forth the choice unless I felt that both of them were good options for play. All right, so I'm going to use Asteroid Project, increasing the heat, mostly because I want to get up to this spot right here. Okay, now we need to use this thing here. Yes. I need 3 more money so that I can buy this last thing here. There we go. Yes. So normally I wouldn't be using the standard projects all that much because it's kind of dangerous. Because they're generally less energy, money. Like it's less good about getting money. But because I have that I have that card that lets us the effect that basically lets us get 3 money back. It's actually pretty good use of our resources. Because also we're getting a bunch of anytime we do that, we're just getting more money too per round. All right, we're making good progress here. Remember, I want to get to 8 oceans because if we get up to here, we get 1 free ocean. So that's good to have here. And we will get 1 free temperature increase once we get there. So that's also good too. All right. Still can't play these. I need to get up. Man, I really need to get up to there. Okay, so I think we're going to pass. Yep. All right. We have 30 money to play with this turn, so that's a lot. But -8 because, again, we want to build an ocean, so that's 22. All right. This card is really good. It gets us 2 plants. It raises oxygen by 1 and puts out an ocean. Is it worth 26 money, though? 26 money is a lot. Because we only have 4 rounds left, this is not worth it to get. If I got this early, this would have been a no-brainer. Extra heat production for 6 money. I don't know if this is useful. Not at this point in the game. Again, we're getting so late in the game that these have to be just... I would prefer to have something like this over anything else. Yeah, I think we're just gonna kill this. Okay. So we're gonna increase heat. There we go. We're gonna use the action to build an ocean, and the ocean that we're gonna build is right there. Get us 2 money, get us a plant. All right, and get us an extra money production, and get us 2 plants because we placed an ocean. There's just lots of things that are happening. Again, most of this is like we played an ocean, therefore we get 2 of these things. We get an extra money because we increase the terraforming. Like if we terraform, we just get an extra point here. All right. Cards. Still can't play these. Oh, that's very frustrating. Standard projects. What we could do is we could actually use this one once. Build an extra ocean. Because if we do that, we place this over here. We essentially get 5 money back. And then we get 3 more plants, which would put us over the top and let us put another greenery, which would then let us build here. So that's what I'm going to do there. So let's build an aquifer. Okay. Gets us more of these. Nice. Come on. Give me more plants. There we go. Now I have 8 plants. I have at least 8 plants. So therefore, I will convert 8 plants to greenery. Yes. And that greenery will go right here. Because it gets us 6 money. Or 4 money. 4 money back. Also gets us an oxygen, which also gets us... because again, we made plants, so oxygen went up. And we also got an extra point because oxygen went up, so that's good. Okay, we've got a nice little engine going here. I could actually do that again. Could I? No, I don't think I can. I only really want to place one more ocean, because we're going to get a free one when temperature gets up to here. So it might be better to wait until next round and play the ocean with 8 money rather than the 18. I did that this turn because it let me get a greenery this turn, which let it, again, it compounded itself. So that's what I was going for there. It might be good, though, to increase temperature again. Yep. Again, I'm trying to get up to -12. Like, this is a pain in the butt. So I can play my cards from my hand. And because we're almost done with placing out oceans, we're going to have a lot of extra free money to play around with. So that's good. I think we're done with this round, though. Because I want all the energy to become heat. Because we really need to accelerate the heat more here. All right. So let's see what we get. See what we get. We are at 12 heat right now for this turn. But let's see here. Ah, man. This would have been good. Look at this. This might actually be good. I might want this. Because it just costs 32 total. Because of my game effect here, the energy tag costs 3 less. So essentially, I buy this I can purchase this entire thing for 32. It lets us get 3 energy production and 3 heat production, which I think is worth it. Although, this is very good. Spend 4 energy, and I can do this once per turn. Wow. Spend 4 energy to get a steal, and also raise oxygen by 1. And I have 8 heat. Oh, man. I might want to get both of these. All right. I think I'm gonna get both of these. I think I want to buy both of these this turn. They're both very good and very complementary. Yes. Okay, so number 1, we're just gonna increase heat. It's free to do because we have that. We'll be able to heat if we don't spend energy this turn. Next turn we can raise heat by 2 next turn. So, man. Oh no, I need a Jupiter tag to play this card. Crap. I think I made a mistake. I need a Jupiter tag to be able to do that. Crap. Okay, well, that might have been a critical mistake. Well, let's buy this for sure. Yes. Because we can also easily buy an ocean. Okay. Again, we just want 1 more. And because this is a space one, I'm going to want some... Yes. Okay, so I'm going to want some titanium. Because titanium makes space stuff cheaper. So we'll do that. Also gets us 2 plants. Because an ocean showed up. All right, and then cards. Can't play that. That's really unfortunate. All right, I might want to save everything. Because, again, I'm going to get 2 heat this turn from the heat production. I'm going to get 8 energy production this turn. So that'll let us get up all the way to here for the rest of the... Oh, man, this is really tough. Yeah, I think I'm just going to pass. So this 8 energy becomes heat. So now I have 16 heat that I can play around with. I raised the heat by 2, which is good, and I have 45 money. But we are nearing the end of the game, so we need to accelerate the crap out of this. All right. Whew. All right, what do we got? It just gets us 1 card. Not useful. Gets us 2 energy production, not super useful. Spend 1 energy production to get 1 terraforming rating. Again, I don't think that's super useful. What does this do? I can turn a steel into 7 money or a plant into 7 money. Again, I don't think it's useful. Any of these Jupiter? I don't have Jupiter tags. I'm looking for Jupiter tags now because I have a card in my hand that needs Jupiter tags. Not gonna buy anything. We're getting into like super dangerous territory here. All right, we'll do that. Yep. There we go. So now I can buy both of these things. So I definitely want to buy this. Gets us 2 plants. Yep. And we can put out another greenery. Solo in this game is so stressful. It's so stressful. Okay, again we're getting more plants. Get more oxygen, gets us more money. Okay. And this lets us put out a national park. Gets us extra money. Gets us extra plants. I don't think that's super useful right now. If you lose, do you get tossed into the sun? I don't think so. Okay. Now that we have plant generation, this is good. We need more plant generation, but really I think we should focus on buying more of these things. I think I'm just going to buy a greenery and just make my way down here. Getting us more plants. And I'm going to just use an asteroid. Increase the temperature. We got to get things going. Right, so we will... let's do... I'm gonna make 2 money here because, again, that we can get 2 money safely because 6 energy will become 6 heat, which will make us, again, as long as we have 8 in our heat, that's gonna be good. All right, and then we're gonna pass. Yep. Ugh, this is super stressful. I don't know if we're gonna win this, but it'll be fine. All right. All right, plant production. I think it's definitely something we need to get. Yep. Okay, again, we just increase the temperature. That's fine. And then, yeah, this is, I don't know if this is useful. So we're going to buy this because it just increases our plant production, which we do need. And, oh, man, we have 42 money. Okay, this is silly, but watch what I do here. This is just silly. I mean, I have to do this. This is just necessary. So I'm going to increase temperature by 3 using just standard project. This is not an efficient way to play this game. Please don't take this as a way to actually play this game. All right. And then do this one more time. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Because this lets us put out an ocean for free. And we're gonna, ooh. No, we'll do it here. Gets us money. Yep. And then that lets us get now an extra greenery, which then when we place it here gets us 6 money because we are placing adjacent to 3 oceans. Absurd. It is absurd. Wow. Okay, so we have 17 money. And we could get up to 8 more. Do we increase... do we do this again? Or do we save it? I think we're saving it. I think we're going to save it. Yeah, we're going to save it. Okay. So let's see what cards we get for this round. We've completed the ocean requirement. So now we just need to increase the oxygen by so many spaces, it's absurd. All right. All right. We're going to just get that one. Yep. All right. So we increase temperature. We put out a greenery. Right here. Okay. Oh, we're so close. All right, cards. Oh man, I'm really bummed. We shouldn't have bought this card. All right, we're buying this card for sure. We're getting to a point where we just have to do these specific things, otherwise it's not gonna work. All right. Do that, get 2 money, and get a bunch of those things. Raising oxygen. Okay. Essentially, this would just be a cheaper way to get 3 extra. Yeah, let's do this. So this is actually useful because it gets us extra plants. So that's what I really need right now. Oh, there's a person at my front door. Please hold. I will be right back. And yes, this is the final round. So, sorry, I had to grab the door there. So we've got actions. What actions do we have? We should definitely do this. That gets us a free oxygen. Move up. Gets us one of those. We get another greenery here for free. Oh, we're so close. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. Ah. All right. I don't think we're gonna make it this game. Sure. And then we can actually, yeah, this is such a bummer. Okay, so it's just how it is. It is how it is. Sometimes you win them, sometimes you don't. Yes. So I'm gonna just get all of my money back from this. Okay, and then at least finish out 2 requirements. Why not? There we go. And I think I'm at the end of the rope here. I don't have any more actions to do. I don't have any card resources. I don't have anything left. So we pass. And I don't, so you get 1 last round to play with any plants. So if we'd gotten 8 plants, then we would have been able to raise the temperature, the oxygen more levels there. And the game is over. So 14, and we were so close. We had 63 points, 66 points, but we didn't end up winning the game, unfortunately. So that is a bummer. So you do, to win the game, you do need to do all 3 of the requirements. You need to increase oxygen. You need to get all the oceans out. You need to get temperature up to the proper spot. If you do that, then you get points based on what your score is, literally. So your terraforming rating plus any victory points that you might have earned. So that was Terraforming Mars solo. We're going to take a quick break and let me go to the bathroom. I'm going to do some more tweeting because that's fun. And then we'll be back for one more game.